Good day, everybody. My name is Zedix, and I am back with another rant. Now, I know it's been a while, but actually, it's been 2 years, but I'm finally back. Now, as you might have just seen from the video title, I'm back because of one reason. Tyler1 decided that he wants to insult all jungle players by saying that the jungle role is trash and that it's easy and that he can reach challenger by playing the jungle. And so I just want to come in and give my take on the issue as a jungle player who's been playing since season 5. And I know it's not a lot, but it's long enough to know how hard the jungle is, long enough to know how tough the jungle can be. So let me start with my first argument. Tyler1, when you walk into the bot lane, whatever elo it is, what is your first instinct to do? Farm up, win the game, get items, carry the game. If you get kills, whatever, that's your first instinct, That's your first goal. And that's the same thing with every other lane. It's to farm up, get items, either fuck your lane or get fucked, right? But that is the simplest form of laning phase, right? Sure, you can think about freezing and all that little shit that goes into the lane, but it's nowhere near how hard the jungle is. And let me explain that. When you think that the jungle is easy, when you think in your head that it's trash or super easy and you can reach challenger with it, do you instinctively do the exact same thing that you do in the bot lane? Just go in there and farm? Because that's hella easy. That's really, really easy to do. Is that going to work out for you? No. If you do that in the jungle in somewhat high elo, you're going to get fucked. Sure, this could work out in low elo like plat, gold, silver, bronze, whatever. That could work out. Because all you got to do, the matter, your pathing doesn't matter. What you do doesn't matter as long as you get ganks. And people in low elo, they can't counter ganks. They don't give a shit. They don't think about the jungle. They just play the game. Right? Now, this might not apply to plat and whatnot, but it does apply to silver and sometimes gold and below, right? And that is the simplest form of the jungle. And you're right, it is easy. But as you go up in the ladder, as you go up to diamond, high diamond, you're going to start figuring out that that is not the case. You got 10 different things to focus on at once. First of all, you got your pathing. You got your mindset, which applies to other rings, sure, but in this jungle, you got to think about everything. You got your macro. You got your time balancing, your objective taking. It's not just sitting in lane and just farming. It's not that simple. You got to think about all 10 different things at once. For example, what's your enemy jungle like? Who has the most CC in the lanes? Who's easy to gank? Which lane should I focus? What path should I take? Should I go for scuttle? Should I go for red? What do I do? Do I go for this gank? Is it a waste of time? Is it not? You have to think about all those things that you in other lanes do not think about. So tell me, how the hell is that easier than the bot lane, where all you gotta do is focus about wave manipulating and getting CS and kills? That's nowhere near. You gotta think about your spawn, the camp spawn. Sorry, you gotta think about the dragons. You gotta think about who's against you. Can I invade them? Can I not? Am I a good jungler? Am I not? Do I gank this? Do I don't? Is it a waste of time? Is it not? I know that's a lot of questions, but all that is incorporated in the jungle, and that's exactly why it is the hardest lane in the game. And especially with these new buffs to the dragons, it's gonna be such a big deal. It is already a big deal to get that elder, to get that soul. Without that soul, you're not gonna win. And without a jungle, you're most definitely not gonna win. You could survive without a support. I've won games without a support. You could survive without an ADC. I've won games without an ADC. Top lane and mid lane may be a little bit harder, but it's winnable. Without a jungle, you essentially allow the enemy jungler to take everything that the map has. He has control of all the map. And what do? You just gonna sit there and lane. You can't do shit about it. You can't do anything without your jungle. So how the hell is it easier? I'd like to know, Tyler. Just tell me. Give me a counter argument here. Apologies. Give me a counter argument. I'd really like to know. Of all these things, you got macro, pathing, invasion, thinking about your teammates, building right, which also applies to other lanes, but it's also more important in the jungle, right? Thinking about invading the enemy jungler, when to do it, how to do it. I know I just mentioned it, but it can, it can get much more confusing. So that's pretty much it. That's all I gotta say. The summary to this video is simple. In your bot lane, you go in there, you farm up, you get kills, you manipulate your wave. Sure, you carry the game because you got those skills. In the jungle, you cannot do that. You cannot do that, and maybe not in high elo. Now, I want to get one thing clear. I am not a high elo player. I'm not. And you are better than me. You are. But I know about the jungle. And you might not. And clearly you do not. With your opinion of this right now, you don't. You don't know how hard it is. You're going to start finding out how hard it is. Your win rate back in platform told me how hard it is. That's all I got to say. If you guys enjoyed the video, I am making a Twitch channel, trying to start streaming League of Legends, any other game. Please come check me out. And if you can, get this to Tyler1. I want him to see my video. Even though I'm a nobody, even though I'm nothing, I would like him to give me an opinion of why I'm wrong or why I'm right. That's all for today. If you want more content, make sure to check out my my Twitch. I'm not going to cut that out. Anyway, that's all for today. So, y'all have a good evening if it's not where you are.